Concerned parents and students left wondering where they're going to go to school in the fall, following a big decision to HISD zoning guidelines. We'll explain that decision by HISD that has many parents upset. Those changes will affect two A-rated schools, Wharton Dual Language Academy in Montrose and Helms Elementary in the Heights.
Yeah, those schools are now classified by what HISD calls as separate and unique schools. This means that new students will have to apply to get into them, and living down the street won't guarantee your child a spot. Brittany Jeffers joins us live from HISD headquarters this morning with more about these new designations and why parents are concerned this morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Amy and Haley. And there's certainly a lot of questions surrounding these changes. One of the big concerns that we're hearing from some of the families is the fact they say they moved specifically to these neighborhoods so that their children could attend these schools. So they say they're worried about what the future will look like for their kids. And in some cases, they say they're concerned about their property values. Some of the parents that we spoke with yesterday say they're also worried about the timing in all of this. They say that this item was put on HISD's agenda on Tuesday. It was then passed on Thursday. As you referenced, this is just impacting two of those A-rated schools. This is Wharton Dual Language Academy and Helms Elementary. They are now listed as separate and unique schools. So essentially this means that all new students have to apply in order to go there. Some of the families are also vocalizing concerns on what this is going to do to their property values. HISD did issue a memo last night saying that over the course of the next 60 days, they're going to be working to create a plan for the long-term future of these campuses. So hopefully some of those questions that we have will be answered shortly. Amy, Haley.
All right, Brittany Jeffers, thank you for that report. Now, this morning, we are continuing that conversation as we learn the concerns that some parents are bringing to light. One parent says that she specifically moved to the affected neighborhoods to send her kids to those specific schools.
Yeah, that parent is Jessica Soeder, and she's joining us live right now to tell us more about her concerns. Thank you so much, Jessica, for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you for your time and having us on and letting us parents speak,
Yeah.
tell you how we feel.
So first, just before we get into it, what's your situation? Do you currently have kids at Helms or just younger ones that you were hoping were going to Helms?
Yeah, I have three children, 5, 3, and 10 months, and I have an entering kindergartner that should be going there in August. That's the plan. That's been the plan the entire time, but it's really all up in the air at this point.
Yeah, so I know that you interviewed with Devin Clark yesterday, and that story aired last night. Did you see this notice that HISD Superintendent Mike Miles put out late? It was this week, but late on Monday, that basically says your child who is already enrolled there this year will get to keep their seat if they're pre-K through 4th grade?
Yes, correct. But those that have entering kindergartners, we don't have a seat yet. We've enrolled, but we don't have a guaranteed seat. So that didn't make our group feel any better.
Yeah.
If you already do have a seat, you're good at. But entering kinder, we still don't have a definitive, yes, you do have a seat at Helms.
Yeah, just for people at home, this notice says, and for other parents who may be in your situation, to contact the Office of School Choice, and they're going to try to get as many zone students who want to attend in there as possible this next school year. But then you've got this 10-month-old. Like, where will this 10-month-old go when he's school age?
Exactly. Yes, it's very much all up in the air at this point.
Yeah.
And, our biggest concern is that HISD has a policy where, changes of this magnitude, there'll be a year-long planning and implementation period. They actually waived their own policy. So they did this in 48 hours, voted it through, and then waived their own policy to have the year-long planning period where we could have these conversations with them and with other parents and with community members.
What's interesting is this special and unique school designation. I mean, this seems to be something new under this new current administration. So then I'm wondering, if I'm you or living close to Wharton, where is my neighborhood school? Like, I mean,
yeah,
do you know that?
To go?
Yeah, that's a great question. And so I think other Heights families and areas around Ward need to be concerned, because if we don't have a zone now, then we will all get rezoned. And so if our kids will now be going to Field or Love or Travis, like, that affects everybody. There'll be a ripple effect short term and in the long term as well.
And so you bought this home hoping to go to these schools. That was a decision that you consciously made. Are you concerned now that this would impact your property value if you go to then resell your home to another family who might be looking for the same thing that you were looking for?
Yes, absolutely. You know, we purchased to go to homes. We love the dual language. We love having our children around, other cultures and diversity. And so we wanted that. And so if another family comes in and wants the same thing, like, we don't know what property values will look like, because 100% property values are affected by what school you were zoned to.
Yeah.
A, B, C, and with HISD's ratings, so much has changed. Helms is currently an A-rated school, but if we get zoned to a D or C, that could 100% impact what our property values are. So as someone who has school-age children, we're concerned. But also, if you're a property owner, you should also be concerned.
I know, Jessica, there was also a lot of talk about, A-rated schools and schools that were doing well would not be impacted by this whole NES model with the whole plan. And this isn't, they're not forcing Helms to go NES model, but it's a whole other new thing nobody knew about. And so I know that we've obviously seen a lot of changes. What is it that you wish HISD had done or does differently moving forward?
Yeah, the NES model, again, I don't have a kid in HISD yet, and we're already having to fight this battle. So, parent involvement is key with any school district. And so for them to just waive their own policy, I wish they would have, and that they still will abide by their own rules and have the year-long planning period so we can have these conversations, because there's got to be a better way than to just all of a sudden, in 48 hours, make us not zoned to our neighborhood school. So we're asking for, time with board members, with community members to get the word out. There are neighborhoods in our area, they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
So the lack of awareness is also concerning.
I mean, those school board meetings are a lot like, a city council meeting that's in the middle of a work day, or even if they're in the evenings. I mean, parents are shuttling kids and running kids around, and it's hard to stay laser focused on exactly what they're doing when you're also just going about your life. But it's, I know, frustrating.
Absolutely. And that's why it was so concerning. They put it on the agenda on a Tuesday, voted it on Thursday. We didn't know what was going on until, Friday morning.
After it happened.
So, and again, I'm a full-time working mom. We only have so much time in the day to fight these battles, and we only want what's best for our children.
Yeah. Well, Jessica, I know you're busy, so we can definitely let you get back to the chaotic morning routine. Anything you'd like to say before we let you go?
No, just thank you for your time. And I just want communities in the Heights and near Wharton, and also board members, to hear us, right? Like, I know this is a large, humongous district, but every child, every school matters, and our voices should be heard. So thank you for your time and for the exposure for this topic.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on this morning. We just want to remind people that we did reach out to HISD for an interview with HISD Superintendent Mike Miles on this topic. He told us that he was not available yesterday afternoon, but we're going to continue to follow up on this story.